Don't let them get in.
Yeah, I don't see anyone running through that smoke. They didn't do a very good job of covering it.
We're trying.
Why is our outpost? Our outpost is hot. Hey, I think they've dropped an airhead behind us. You know, my outpost is hot.
Yeah, I'm about
Get in.
there's supplies dropping on
Yeah,
us.
enemy
Well, I'm
infantry
gonna try to
behind
get
us.
that.
On my ping.
Behind you. Turn around, boys.
Okay, so contact has been made. Enemy infantry is confirmed to be behind us. The first thing that we're going to do is let our squad know so they're not caught out, and also inform the rest of the team through command chat so we can organise a response for this new threat.
Doug, can you handle with it?
Yeah, we'll deal with it. Alright, boys, we're dealing with this airhead. Or potential airhead.
So as you just heard, command have asked us to go deal with it. I make the call. I think I've only seen one guy, maybe two guys. My squad can probably deal with this for now. Could just be a recon team behind us, or, you know, worst case scenario, could be an airhead with a garrison getting set up. You know, you can go through the theoreticals in your own head. With experience, you'll learn how to respond to different scenarios, but in this particular scenario, I feel like my squad should be enough to deal with this potential threat. So now I'm going to organise the response.
The enemy dropped supplies somewhere in G3 numpad 7.
Lie down.
So to respond, we need to get an OP set up. I'm going to reset the one that I've just lost. Then, because it's in a bit of a dodgy spot, I need to smoke it so the guys can spawn in and not get immediately killed. So I'm going to throw down a big wall of smoke if I can, and ask the squad to do the same as well.
Smokes, you smokes. Grenade!
It wasn't a grenade, by the way, it was just a piece of dirt. Like, at the little wet wipe moment there, but anyway, gonna get a general idea of where the threat is coming from, so I know here it's coming from straight west. So I'm going to inform the squad. It's a pretty shit spot to be in, to be fair, to try and push the enemy back as open fields. But with that smoke screen in front of us now, we can get set up. I'm going to place down an attack marker, and I'll explain the importance of using the markers properly in a bit. And I'm going to split the squad in two, an attacking element and a pushing element. You can see more on this in a video that I've done in the past, which is in the top corner right now.
Right, machine gun. Set up there, yeah. Start putting suppression fire on my ping in that general area. Get the reds down. Everybody get on your feet, let's go.
As you just heard, I've got the machine gunner setting up suppression fire, and then the rest of the squad's going to move forward as an attacking element to try and overwhelm the enemy in front of us. As we begin the attack, we're going to notice that the enemy resistance is more to our southwest. As we continue to push west, we get to the end of the field, the next set of hedgerows. This position is much better to attack the enemy from because it has more cover, more concealment. We're going to ask the machine gun element to move up towards us. This is now we're going to set our next attack point. Going to place an OP here. I'm going to inform the squad. I'm going to keep this communicating with the squad as we secure this. We're going to readjust our angle and we're going to continue the attack from here.
Yeah, I got him.
Squad over there.
Enemy outpost down.
That as an OP. Oh, nice, you got the OP,
Yeah.
Believe there's another one to our south.
So right now you're going to see me take stock of the situation and I'm going to make a decision.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Seaburn, drop supplies if you got them. Actually, hold off on that. Too close. Alpha, set up on this corner if you can. We need suppression fire. Everybody else, we're going south. Alpha, when you're ready, mate, just start firing. We'll start moving.
Yeah,
You
they're
go
out. They see
fire a
us.
rocket over there if you can.
Where at? That mark?
Might be, yeah. They're in the wheat field.
I asked for the rocket because I want to try and spook the enemy and potentially take out the OP from this distance because they might just have an OP there. Okay, so the next move isn't the greatest. I run out into an open field without any smoke cover, so I was bound to get shot. But anyway, keeping with the principle of having a firing element and an attacking element and acting as a squad leader to organise that and put it into practice.
Still an enemy spawn behind us. Dog squad is dealing with it. We've taken out an OP, but we believe there's a garrison in the wheat field.
I'm going to take this moment in depth to report back to the team, tell them how we're getting on, what the situation is. You might use this opportunity to call for help. Right now I don't think we need it though. When I spawn back in, I'm going to put a garrison marker on the wheat field just so we know there's one there.
Alright.
Believe there's an enemy garrison on D squad's garrison marker. The reason you need to use markers is because not everybody on the team might be able to understand you. Like, they might not speak very good English. I'm a Scouser. My accent, you know, some people, we struggle to understand us. There's a reason I have subtitles in my videos. So put down a marker. It makes everything clear, not just for your squad, but also for the rest of your team.
Seaburn, go left. Shell, hold here. Alpha, set up on the right side. Need to be able to see the wheat field.
This form of leadership is very direct, treating them as individual units. When you've got the chance, it makes sense, as it allows you to organise a setup for the perfect attack. However, it's inefficient, squad members may not listen to you, and it's too controlling. You should give your guys some autonomy. If you do this a lot, it's not a good thing, and it doesn't make you a good leader, it just makes you a controlling one. Use it when it's necessary.
South, south, south. Nico, D-Day, push the wheat field. Seaburn, come with me. Alpha, change position so you can watch our push. Just get set up so you can cover this field we're in now.
I got a Gary. I got a Gary.
Nice, nice. You taking it out?
Just like that. Found the enemy garrison. If Nico goes down, I can mark it. Now we confirm that it's dead before reporting it to the rest of the team.
Alright, it's dead. It's gone.
Good job, right. Search the area for OPs. These squads taking out the enemy garrison behind us. We're sweeping for OPs now.
Copy.
And there you go. So, a summary of everything you've just watched. Step 1. Identify and recognise the threat. Where's it coming from? How effective is it? Does it need to be dealt with immediately? Or is it less of a threat and you need to prioritise something else? Step 2. Formulate a theoretical. Is it a recon squad? Is it a half track? Is it an airhead? Is it a whole squad outflanking you? Is it a tank? These are the things you need to be thinking about and how you could best effectively deal with them. Some of the things you need to be thinking about are, how did they get there? What's their effective strength, and do you need anything in particular to deal with it, such as AT for armoured threats. Step 3. Create a practical solution. Based on your theoretical of what the threat is, organise your squad to best effectively deal with that threat. In this example, enemy infantry were attacking us in the rear. They were close to our spawn, basically on top of it. We were pinned down, we couldn't move. The solution for that, get a smoke screen up so you can move and the enemy can't effectively fire on you. Get a machine gun set up to get suppression fire down and gain fire superiority so the enemy have got their heads down and can't effectively push your position before you then get your guys ready to push their position. Step 4. Execute your practical until it's successful, and if it's unsuccessful, re-evaluate either the practical or the theoretical. If you're unsuccessful, it means one of those two things were wrong. Either your assessment of the situation was incorrect, or your solution to the situation was incorrect, or it might even be both. Often if one is wrong, the other one will also be wrong. This will happen more often than not, especially if you're not experienced, but as you gain experience, you'll soon learn how to deal with different types of threats and how to evaluate different threats in different ways, and you'll just learn how to best coordinate with the guys that you've got. Sometimes your guys might be responsive, sometimes they won't be. As a squad leader, they're the cards you've been dealt and you've just got to play with them. So there's no point crying about it, just crack on. With your theoretical being wrong, it might be something as small as, like in this case, just the direction of the enemy. I got that wrong. I thought they were straight west. Turns out they were more southwest. We got to a new position that was better, re-evaluated, new practical, executed that new practical, and it turned out to be the correct practical. Step 5 is new equilibrium. Now that you've completed your step 4, assess the situation again. Are you needed elsewhere? Is the threat fully neutralized? Do you need to clear, in this instance, I had to clear the area of OPs and some supplies. Do you need to fortify the area, potentially build a garrison there so you've got a presence there? Are you going to wait on your commander or your squad leaders to tell you where to go next? Are you going to make that decision yourself? Do you need one of your squad mates to switch onto a different class? Potentially you got somebody to become an anti-tank player for that particular circumstance. Now they're not needed, maybe you get them to move over onto support so you can build a garrison. Lots of different things can go from here. Those main 5 steps of identify the problem, figure out what the problem is, figure out a solution for it and execute it, and then evaluate your situation and how you're going to go forward. As a squad lead, you should know where you are best needed. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see more content going up every day. And yeah, let me know if you like this kind of video because I've never done one of these before. Cheers.